So guys, in this video we will be going over the Loki Season 2 teaser, and we will be breaking down the multiple Kang variants we saw from the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp's Quantumania. We'll be breaking it all down and talk about how it fits into Kang Dynasty, as well as the Multiverse War, and how Loki Season 2 plays a big part in it as well. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I wanted to wait a couple of days to do this video just to give everyone a chance to see Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I waited a couple of days for it. But yeah, in this video we will be breaking down the two post-credit scenes from Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. We'll be going over the huge Loki Season 2 teaser during the post-credit scene, as well as the multiple Kang variants, and how it will all fit into the Kang Dynasty and all those sorts of stuff. So during the second post-credit scene, the Loki Season 2 teaser that we got, we're in the past around like the 1800s or something like that, and there's like a show about someone talking about time. Now this shadow is revealed to be a variant of Kang known as Victor Timely, and he is pretty much, as you would have guessed, a time scientist at that time, and he's showing what seems to be like a supposed time travel machine or like a portal opener, something along the lines of time at least. Now this variant of Kang obviously has traveled into this point in time to obviously do this show and talk about time and everything like that. Now this Kang variant says, time is everything, it shapes our lives, but perhaps we can shape it. He's essentially telling the audience about controlling time, and this is what all Kang variants are pretty much seeking to do. Now in the crowd, it reveals both Loki and Mobius watching this show that this variant of Kang, Victor Timely, is presenting, and Loki is automatically just struck in fear when he sees a variant of Kang right in front of him, and because this is obviously due to the events taking place in Loki Season 1, which we will get into. And Loki obviously turns to Mobius and he's pretty much telling him that this is the man I told you about, this is the man that we need to be careful of. He's pretty much telling him about He Who Remains and how there are now multiple variants of him across the multiverse and just across time in general, and Victor Timely being one of them. Now unfortunately, Mobius doesn't understand anything because his memories have been altered due to the timeline changes created when Sylvie broke the multiverse by killing He Who Remains in the sacred timeline, and then that obviously ended up breaking the multiverse and just changing the timeline in general. So during the end of Loki Season 1, we obviously saw both Loki and Sylvie in the sacred timeline, and they've met with someone called He Who Remains. Now He Who Remains have pretty much told both Loki and Sylvie what would happen if they end up killing him, and obviously Sylvie was one of them that didn't really buy it, and yeah, she pretty much kills He Who Remains and she pretty much unleashes the multiverse goes into madness. Multiple timelines are now broken and just splitting, and obviously incursions are taking place as well, which obviously links to all of the Doctor Strange Multiverse and Madness post-credit scenes that we saw as well. Now, due to these incursions, the multiverse and everything, this is how we had these multiple Kang variants being displaced throughout the multiverse. So we have multiple variants of Kang throughout time now. And pretty much the initial premise of Loki Season 2 is that Loki and the TVA will be working together, traveling across multiple points in time to stop these multiple Kang variants and obviously try to prevent the multiverse war that is going to take place because of the Kang variants trying to essentially conquer basically. So yeah, due to these incursions and just timeline changes and various other things like that, not only did Sylvie break the timeline, but now we have a variant of Kang who is now in charge of the TVA. We have multiple Kangs being split throughout time. We obviously see one of the main variants of Kang as the villain for Quantumania, but also we do see the other Council of Kang members in the post-credit scene as well, which we will get into, and we just have all of these variants being unleashed across the multiverse. The big bad Kang, aka the next Thanos, he will be the one we still saw in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Hopefully a bit more powerful than what we did see, in Quantumania, because everyone says this Kang the Conqueror guy, he's way more powerful than Thanos. He is the next Thanos. But in Thanos' introduction, if you guys would remember, this man wiped out Thor, Loki, and Hulk in just one scene, whereas Kang got defeated by a bunch of ants. So hopefully when this Kang does return, because in the end they did say Kang will return, hopefully he's much more powerful than what we did see in Quantumania. That is my wish. Now, the Multiverse War is essentially to, get rid of a bunch of worlds across the multiverse, as well as the dynasty of Kangs, prevent further incursions and things like that. So what Kang, our Kang in Quantumania, and the other Kangs are pretty much seeking out to do are to get rid of these worlds across the multiverse and, pretty much conquer and take control of the multiverse itself. Now, this would then lead to Avengers Kang Dynasty, so it will pretty much be the Avengers versus the Dynasty of Kang. So, the Dynasty of Kangs, as seen in the post-credit scene of Quantumania, include the main ones that are Ramatat, Immortus, and Scarlet Centurion. These are the main variants of Kang that we will be seeing as part of the Dynasty of Kangs, other than the Kang the Conqueror we saw in Ant-Man Quantumania. So these are very, very powerful variants of Kang, and they essentially made most of the decisions part of, the Kang Dynasty and stuff like that. Now, they obviously banished our Kang the Conqueror we saw in Quantumania from the council because, he was going out doing some madness, and they want to all control the multiverse, and they did mention that the heroes are getting closer in stopping them, especially after the Kang we saw in Quantumania, as they believed ended up getting killed. So yeah, now the Dynasty of Kangs are getting ready to conquer as well. So we're pretty much setting up Kang Dynasty over here. We're going to have the Dynasty of Kangs facing off against whoever the new Avengers are going to be. And yeah, that's going to be really, really interesting to look forward to. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of it as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.